Good morning, students. Welcome in science class. Today we are doing sixth part, types of joints. We had started in previous video. I had explained you ball and the socket joints. Today we will take hinge joints, pivot joints and the fixed joints. Keep your textbook open and you can see here in this videos also hinge joints. A hinge joint is like a hinges in a door. The door is joined to its frame. In your house, frame is fixed in a wall, and on that frame the door is joined by small metal joints called hinges. So these hinges allow the door to move only in one direction, forwards or the backwards. So we can move door only forward and backward in one direction. If we open and close the door, we will find that the door can move only forwards and the backwards. So this type of the movement, how the door is moving, that type of the movement is done by the hinges which are present in that door. It is fixed to that frame. So a door is said to have a hinge joint. In our body also, we have some bone joints which move like door in its hinges. How that door is moving with the help of the hinges, in that same way, that same pattern is there in our body also. Some bones are joined like this way. They are called hinge joints. Hinge joints allow the movement of bones in one direction, forwards and backwards. In a hinge joint, the movement of bones is restricted to one direction only, which form the joint, and by the ligaments which hold the bones together at the joint. In our body, you know where hinge joints are present? They are present at elbow, knee, fingers and toes. In the finger joints, knuckles are there, no? See that knuckles, you know the meaning of knuckles. At that place, that hinge joints are present. See here the figure I had shown you. First one, our elbow, and the second one, the knee, is a hinge joint. See that in elbow, forward and backward, that is the upper arm. That same you can take. Just now you are sitting and watching this video, you can do the movement of your this lower arm. It is moving in one direction only, yes or no? So that knob, it is attached to with that ligaments by the hinge joints. Let us try to bend our arm at the elbow. We will find that we can bend it in only one direction, forwards and the backwards. This is because our elbow is a hinge joint. At elbow, the upper arm bone forms hinge joint with the lower arm bone. The upper end of the upper arm bone is in the shape of the knob, and the upper end of the lower arm bone is in the shape of the cup. See the figure 10. So the knob of the upper arm fits into the cup of the lower arm to form a hinge joint at the elbow, and the ligaments hold the upper arm and the lower arm bones together at the elbow joint. Second, at knee also hinge joint is present. Now try to bend your leg at the knee. You will find that you can move it in only one direction, forwards and backwards, from the knee portion, like a door on its hinges. So knee joint is also a hinge joint. The knee joint is shown in the figure. See here. At the knee, lower end of the upper leg bone is in the form of the knob. see in the figure that knob word it is given, and the upper end of the lower leg bone. लोअर लेग बोन का अपर हैंड अपर पार्ट है is in the form of the cup shape. So knob of the upper leg fits into the cup of the lower leg as shown in the figure, and the ligaments hold the upper leg bone and the lower leg bones together at the knee joint. So the joints between the bones of our fingers also allow a hinge joint like movements. Sit and move your finger. So the finger joints are hinge joints. You know, in your mouth also, the lower jaw also forms a hinge joint. See, it is moving in one direction only. Sit and do the movement of your mouth. Upper jaw you can't move it. Lower jaw has a hinge joint. So these are the example of the hinge joint. Means they do the movement in one direction only. Third joint, that is the pivot joint. In pivot joint, a cylindrical bone, the bone is in the cylindrical shape, turns in a ring type of the bone. The pivot joints allowed rotation around an axis, like an axis, how that on that axis the movement is done in that same way. You know where it is found? It is found between the skull and the first two vertebrae. In Form 5 also you had studied that the first pivot joint is present between the skull and the first two vertebrae, and the uppermost vertebra in the neck, it is known as the atlas. So we usually say that it exists between our skull and the neck. The pivot joint between the skull and the neck allows our head to bend up and down and turn from side to side. See, with the arrow, that pivot joint is shown here in the figure. Another joint occurs in the forearm near the elbow. That when you will go in the higher standard, it will be clear to you. But here the best example of the pivot joint, that it is present between the skull and the first two vertebra of our spinal cord or of our backbone. So because of this, skull and the neck allows our head to bend up and down and turn from side to side. We can also say that a pivot joint connects our head to the neck. Next, that is the fixed joints. Hinge joint, ball and socket joint, pivot joint, they are the movable joints. And now fixed joints. In some joints, there are so many joints are present in our body, but in some joints the bones are held so tightly together that they cannot move at all. आप चाहो तो भी मूव नहीं कर सकोगे. Such joints are called fixed joints. In fixed joints, the bones are held very firmly together by strong fibers. The fixed joints are immovable joints. You can't move it. They are the immovable joints. The main function of the fixed joints is to provide strength and support to the body, or to protect delicate organs like brain, which cannot withstand any kind of the deformation. Means there won't be any damage to our brain. See here the figure of that fixed joints occur in the skull. It is given. Very good figure it is given. Again I am saying that the main function of the fixed joint is to provide strength and support to the body, or to protect the delicate organs, so no damages can be done to your internal organs. Again, fixed joints occur in our skull. The plate type bones of our skull are held together by fixed joints and cannot move at all. See again figure. See how that in your skull that bones are a plate type and they are held together by the fixed joints. See the figure. This makes skull very strong. The hard and the strong skull protects a delicate organs of our body called brain. It is clear from this that our skull is not a single bone. It is made up of so many plate type of the bones and they are fixed by the fixed joints. It is made up of number of bony plates connected through a fixed joints. Now see below the skull that mouth it is given. If we open our mouth wide open, अपना मुंह खुला करो पूरा, we will find that we can move our lower jaw only, but upper jaw does not move at all. Upper jaw you can't move it, only lower jaw you can move it because it is connected to the skull by the fixed joint. Upper jaw you can't move it because it is connected to skull by fixed joint. Thus there is a fixed joint between the skull and the upper jaw also. We can move lower jaw because the lower jaw is connected to the skull by a movable joint called hinge joint. नीचे का जो जो है वो आप उसको हिला सकते हो because it is connected by a movable joint called hinge joint. The hinge joint in the lower jaw allows the chewing of the food. Fixed joints also occur in the hip bone also, you know, in that previous videos. Hip bone, see that hip bone, in that so many bones are joined together. Hip bone is not made up of one single bone, again it is made up of so many bones. So again fixed joints are also occur in the hip bone. So students, today we had completed types of joints. In previous video ball and socket, and today 3 types, that is the hinge joints, pivot joints and the fixed joints. Thank you students.